I'm Stephanie.
And I'm L'Oreal.
And we are Happily Ever Elementary. So we've had many requests on our Instagram page, Happily Ever Elementary, asking how we put together our bulletin boards or even how we just come up with our ideas. So we were super inspired to put together our YouTube page so we could just share the process with you guys. So every board is a little bit different, but we wanted to take you with the step-by-step from making the materials that go on our board, the crafts we use, and how we put it all together.
So Stephanie and I work on pretty much all of our boards together because we do everything together. This particular board is in my hallway for my class, so it started with a craft idea. We conceptualized this really cute self-love craft idea, which we think is going to be great for February. And we started with the craft, and then we moved towards just having something spark our interest for the aesthetic. And we were walking through Marshall's one day in the clearance section, of course, because we always shop sale, and we came across these beautiful Kate Spade placemats that were on super clearance, super marked down. And it was a beautiful floral print. And when we both looked at it, we initially were thinking like, oh, these would be beautiful. What craft can we use them for? And then it just came to mind that we'll pair it with this craft we're working on for self-love. So that's where it all started. We're gonna take you guys along with us on the whole process of every step we go through, starting with that spark of aesthetic interest, moving all the way towards the end where we will finally reveal our board when it's done. All right, so we are gonna start our first DIY project for this bulletin board. We are gonna be making adorable farmhouse shutters for either side of the board. Check out this clip of us shopping at Michael's. So we are at Michael's, and on our original design, we had shutters, like very farmhousey vintage shutters on either side of the bulletin board. And after we price compared for a while, we realized that there's really no cost-effective way to execute this. So Stephanie and I have used this balsa wood in the past on a project. It's very lightweight, it's very thin, and it's very affordable.
Okay, so the good part about balsa wood is basically it's just easy to work with. There's anything you could do. You could see how thin it is. So to get that look of a shutter, we're going to be putting several of these planks together. We will take an additional thinner strip that will go across to give that shutter look.
So when looking for an embellishment for the front of our shutters, we came into our favorite section, the greenery, and we came across these super adorable mini wreaths that actually has just the right green color we're looking for to accent the paper we're using. So we're gonna hang a little wreath on each of the shutters with like a little bow, and we're gonna embellish in that way.
All right, so when we start these projects, the best way to start is organized. So we like to lay out the materials that we need at hand, and yeah, we're gonna walk you through step by step kind of how you can put together your own shutters for your own board or just at home.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna start with the large pieces of balsa wood. We have 8 pieces in all, so if we're only making one shutter at a time, we're gonna lay out those pieces. And we're gonna wanna put maybe a 1/2 inch to 1 inch gap between them.
You can use your table kind of as a straight edge to make sure they're lining up nicely because we are going to be gluing them all together. All right, so you're going to decide basically how far apart you want your balsa wood planks for your shutters, and then your part that you're going to glue them all together with is going to lay horizontally, and you're just going to need to basically measure where it's going to end. Just draw like a really rough line, and we're using pencil. And this is the beauty of balsa wood. You can use your typical scissors just to cut right through. Nice and straight. You don't need any kind of carpentry tools. And then L'Oreal's going to hot glue her shutters together, making sure that they're lined up at the bottom and spread out pretty evenly.
All right. So here you have it. We have one farmhouse vintage style shutter, and we are going to show you how we're going to embellish it.
So this is basically the wreath that we will add to the shutter to kind of decorate it and make it look a little bit more beautiful. So this again is from Michael's, and then L'Oreal's going to show you guys how she makes these homemade bows, and this is just ribbon from Michael's as well.
So, super easy. These are my favorite kind of bows to make. I don't know what they're called, but I like to call them a loop bow because basically you're going to take some ribbon. I like to use wide ribbon. You're going to make a circle. And then all you need to do flatten it out, give the middle a nice pinch, and then you're going to secure it with whatever you like. We're choosing to use some of the white lace in the center just to tie in the string that's going to be holding it. We always use hot glue because I feel like it has the best hold. And you just kind of fluff it out a little bit. Trim any excess. And voila, you have an adorable pink bow. Okay, next we're going to glue on the piece of lace ribbon to the back. And once this dries, we are going to glue down the bow to the wreath, but we kind of want to get it not on the leafy green part. We want to glue straight to the
kind of like wickered branches on the inside.
Yes, thank you. And stick it here. Hold it down for a good 10-15 seconds. And if Stephanie can help me hold up the shutter,
There we go.
I can show you how adorable that's gonna look hanging unwrapped.
And that took what, 5 minutes?
Yep, not long at all. Super affordable, super easy to do. This would look great in a little girl's bedroom, in your classroom, for your next bridal shower,
Birthday parties.
anything.
So we're getting started on our paper flowers. We'll be using the Kate Spade placemats purchased from Marshall's. They're 12 inches by 18 inches, so they're going to make pretty large flowers. They're going to be about 3 feet when finished. So we actually have several years of experience when it comes to putting together different kinds of paper flowers, and at this point we basically have it down to a science. We've decided to share our expertise with all of you, and so we created a template for various paper flowers, as well as a thorough tutorial on how to make these in our Teachers Pay Teachers store. We've included the link down below, so if you'd like to check that out, just go ahead and click. So for this board, since we use the white shiplap with the plastic finish, L'Oreal had the brilliant idea to just vinyl our letters this time. So what we did is we got into the Cricut design space and we uploaded some Laurel images, we put our favorite fonts, we created the image, and then we just cut it on our 2-foot mats. We will be posting a video later on how we do everything Cricut.